Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we have an NA Sunday night fight for you on two very interesting maps. The first map, Bloody Lane, Fa'Abala, beautiful. Second map, not so much, Forest Stream on Conquest. Haven't seen this map in a while, so it'll be interesting to see how the tides have changed over time. Thank you to our Patreon members for the support. If you'd like to support, go beneath the video in the description and support us. Get behind the scenes videos and videos before everyone else. Our teams for today: on the Confederate side, you have Sussy Brigade and Jackson's Division versus the Union side, which is Hampton's Legion, Army of Northern Virginia, 9th Corps, and the Irish Volunteer Brigade. With that being said, I hope you enjoy. And here we are live on the battlefield here. A glorious NA Sunday night, my last NA Sunday night broadcasting before I head back to college. Huzzah to that. We have a glorious fight tonight. Announcing with myself as Guardian Eagle, we got Shade.
Hola.
And we also got Knight.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Major Knight of Knight's Old Guard. Pleasure being here with Eagle tonight.
Man, I appreciate you coming out. Looking at our server sides, it's 180-ish. It's a fairly even map, 4 in favor of CSA. However, there's 6 on the CSA guns. So it's about even infantry-wise. So normal Union strat, you can see them gathering up on this far left side. They're just going to bonsai charge down there, try to get in the core and get behind them. And you can hear Union getting very excited already, singing the Fortnite Battle Pass song. Night, Shade, you guys see it, more CSA players. What's the CSA strategy on Bloody Lane?
Hold the right side. It's the W strat.
Yeah, I mean, hold the right side, that initial charge. If you're able to repel that initial charge, you can kind of basically control the map from there. If the Union was playing kind of more aggressively, kind of how I play on the Union side, they would send one kind of larger unit down the right-hand side, down here kind of west of Point, down around the bend, get this corner on the fence line over here so they're able to basically, once the CSA kind of starts trying to get shifted back off this right side, they can kind of, the Union then can kind of control the map more laterally.
So here comes IVB out front. Fa'Abala, it's their map. They're getting slaughtered by that first CSA volley. I like where the CSA is positioned. Not so much in the corn, but in this front fence. And Union kind of spread out in this charge, but they're kind of getting a foothold.
Yeah, the 59th doing a beautiful job over here. They didn't get excited, fall back, or anything like that. They were continuing to finish them loads off so they can get another shot off into the flank of them. But over here, just to your left, you got, looks like the other half of Sussy right here getting ready to charge into the flank of the Union right now.
Yeah, some of them.
And there they go.
Yeah, they want to push them out. I think both sides have bucket ball on this side, and so CSA.
Yes, I do believe so, yeah.
And CSA doesn't want Union getting those reloads here, and Union getting successfully thrown back here. Well done by the CSA, and they're actually pursuing. And there goes CSA Artillery with the team kills.
Friendly artillery. Good Lord, I've been on the receiving end of that before, and that shit hurts.
It does.
This is why anti-artillery continues.
Indeed, indeed. Honestly, it's been getting a little better. On Nicodemus Hill CSA, those guns have been improving as of late. Saw a great showing on Hagerstown in the Maryland campaign for CSA Artillery. So it's getting better overall, at least in the past couple events. But of course, time will tell.
The only issue that the CSA is going to run into here is their flags are back here underneath the big tree. And yeah, they're getting respawns in, trying to get closer respawns. But if you look, most of their forces are running across open orchard, as where the Union's already almost restacked up, ready for another mass charge again. The CSA's numbers are way smaller down here on the road compared to what the Union's got up here in the field.
That's a very good point. I don't know if Union notices that those flags are not with their men, but you would think Union wants to go as soon as they can. This looks like some last spawn.
Doug is a flag bearer.
There is one?
Doug is a flag bearer.
There's two.
Yeah, there's two of them over here. But Sevi, if Sevi leading IVB tonight, yeah, Sevi is. I imagine Sevi's probably already looked to see where those flags are at. Sevi's Me and him may not be, get along the greatest, but he is. I do have mad respect for him. He does pay attention a lot in the field, but as the way it stands, though, CSA inflicted a lot of ticket casualties on that first initial push.
Exactly. And Union's going to try this again. I mean, I don't blame Union. Once Union breaks through, the map kind of opens wide open for them. But it's a matter, of course, of breaking it. Union looking a lot more together, at least from the front side.
Looks like they're going to try to hit that far right CSA, kind of where the 59th of Sussy was standing earlier. Looks like Delaware, a couple of 8th Virginia guys are over here. But the drove of Union just collapsed with that volley.
Yeah, all those.
It's a two-front. It's a two-front push. Some are pushing down straight line fence as well.
Yeah, it looks like that smaller group on that fence there looks like more of a distraction here. Union starting to win on this main attack prong. But the question is, will they be able to prevail in the end? It's looking like, as of now, no. But
no, there's a 5th Florida and the rest of Sussy getting ready to counter push. I hear Zap rallying the Marylanders, and they're just smashing into what's left of IVB, 9th and HL. Oh, and that's bad for the Union. Both of their flags going down there on that road. Indeed. And another one down in the field.
So again, Confederates doing other hold. Union's about to go down to engage. I'll be intrigued to see if they try to go down the left side again. CSA's playing this pretty dang well right now.
Yeah, I don't really feel like there's a way to play this map bad for the CSA. I mean, unless you're just really bad at taking charges. Because, I mean, you have 3 regiments on that front fence. You get 1 on the back, and then the 1 on the back can just support. All you got to do is shoot them to the floor, and they're gone.
Mm-hmm. And right here where Huncho and Zap's got all their boys at is usually where I position my boys whenever I play Bloody. Is right here in this little bit of a deflate. Because if the Union did come down the grass field, if you're crouched with your guys right there, even if they stop right here just short, they're barely going to see the tops of your heads if they try to fire through that snake fence. It's just enough of a divot on that little bit of a sunken part right there on the road to really give you enough cover to be able to handle a volley come across the top of that snake fence.
Yeah, I like the CSA defensive position because at that spot you were talking about too, if Union charges down the side where they've been charging this whole game, they can get flanking shots and then obviously countercharge. So
yeah, and it's a beautiful spot because if they just line up right here like at the edge of the snake fence, kind of going towards the corn, they get just open shots right across that open field. Not really much resistance right there, especially with buck and ball, because a couple shots through it, you're going to start knocking down that straight line fence anyway, and the Union's just setting ducks right there.
Almost 10 minutes into the matches, 2 charges, 2 fails.
We have a Rambo up here. Frying Pan Samur.
Trying to get the
second lieutenant. He's up here top of the hill by the Union side snake fence, top of the hill. Just behind.
What regiment is that?
1st Maryland. He's looking at all the Union. He's staring right at him right now.
Looks what like you gotta do whenever there's a Rambo, call him out, call out the regiment. Best thing you could possibly do.
1st Maryland, what are you doing, Zap? Get a hold of your guy, man. Come on now. You should know better than that. No Rambo, man.
And here goes the Union.
Community long enough.
Now we'll third time.
This is shifting some skirmishers to the right. It looks like just a 4-man group.
Confederate artillery getting hit. It's just knocking some over people. Knocking over some people. Union. This is so spread out.
Unless this is a bad charge. This is a bad charge. They're just going to get chewed up on this. Well, I don't know. A lot of those CSA guys wasted their shots on that first small open group. And the Union's starting to compile in, but here comes Sussy going around on this road right here. They're just going to get right in their faces, and they're going to be able to fight this out.
Union guys still pouring in. I mean, I can kind of get that CSA wasting all those shots on the first guys, but I mean, the rest of that charge is just so spread out. Union's getting wiped again.
Yeah. And they're not going to get that flag out, I don't think. Who is this? Rickon, well, I don't know. Rickon might.
Can he do
I'd
it?
say he's pretty elite flag there. I would
Yeah,
trust in the
yeah.
process.
Trust
Yeah,
in the
he's
fun.
pretty fast on that flag now.
Yeah, he got out of
He
there.
got away.
He should get a promotion. Maybe even a medal.
Bronze star for saving the flag, Purple Heart.
There's lots of that. So, as you were saying, Knight, IVB sending those couple guys out. Looks like some C Company guys in IVB. They're just shooting. I don't know if they're supposed to distract the CSA. I don't know, but regardless of that fact, CSA actually outnumbering by 10. That might tell a little more of our story here.
Yeah.
I mean, CSA has 6 on guns, so in reality, it's 4-man in balance in CSA. I guess that's not really bad in the end.
Yeah, those Union skirmishers are kind of moving in to the left, to the north, and kind of going out into open field now. One of them's coming down to the rocks. There's a couple. First Delaware sitting right here, kind of under point right now, just to the west of it.
I wonder if these guys are trying to partially cap or something. Oh, these IVB guys are. They're caught off guard. They're running in different directions.
They're serpentining. Oh, Thighs misses his shot.
See if Tiger can hit his. No.
No.
Dang. Let's see. Can Johannes return the fire?
This is more fun.
The Union's shifting to the right. Looks like 9th Corps leading the front out here with IVB. Sevi moving to the northwest west. Think maybe they're going to try to run down this right side and kind of peel the CSA off their defensive positioning that they got in the open road down there.
Yeah, and it looks like CSA's starting to respond. They're moving down that road with some men. Union now making themselves visible out in the open field with that flag. 2 CSA flags, 3 not moving, and this is the whole Union team. So
yeah, it's JD and a couple of 5th Floridans going to the left so far. Everybody else is kind of holding tight. Well, you got 69th and the 59th. They're moving up onto the straight line fence, kind of getting a lateral position on them. That's what I was talking about earlier. Whenever the CSA can move laterally with the Union and just keep fences in between them and the enemy, it just ends a whole lot better for them, because they're going to be able to go all the way up almost by their spawn and come collapse right behind them down the hill.
indeed, and I wonder if that's what they're thinking, because if Union caps here, 12 minutes to try to push him down the last stand, it's definitely possible. Union's halfway through engage. So
yeah, this is something I've seen Sevi do a lot. Bring everybody, stack them down on this snake fence, and a lot of Union commanders do this. Just stack them on the snake fence, and just 20 yards across the road, bucking ball is just still. It's just so devastating, even after the devs nerfed it the way they did.
indeed. Yeah, this is the one thing. Buck and ball didn't really change at the short range. Definitely the wrong range. So there's some argument for round ball at a long range, more than there was before. I still think buck and ball is better at long range. But
Yeah, and not to cut you off there, Eagle, but Doug leading his boys up here at the top of the hill, bringing the CSA around to the rear of them.
indeed, he's waving that flag.
Yee.
Such a tiny flag.
I know, right? It must be a Carolina flag.
Doug's gonna get sniped.
So Union capping point, 11.5 minutes. Regardless of if the CSA wants to push Union into last stand or they want to recap the point, you have to be aggressive either way.
Yes, the CSA is going to have to be super aggressive, still be mindful of their own tickets, but be aggressive enough to cause the Union to have to push almost over into the corn, almost into out of bounds, so the CSA is able to just pour into their backs right now. But AMV shifting over to these skirmishing rocks over here to the west, and they're firing back up top of the hill. It looks like at Sussy.
Indeed. You got 5th NC guys up here. More Sussy guys pouring in. 59 NY, 69th North Carolina. 1st Delaware up here. So yeah, they're trying to encircle. Union hopping up and over onto the road side of the snake fence.
Yeah, if Sussy, if they could work it together, guys that get killed in the initial, fire from the top of the hill, spawn main, kind of consolidate together. They can make a push out from the left side of the corn, and they could actually have the entire Union wrapped up in a fishbowl, caught in a corner where they have nowhere to go. Either through the out of bounds or into the gun, one way or the other.
That
It
would
kind
be.
of looks like what they're kind of trying to do, but
What I want to see here is a Union group come from spawn and just charge these people in the back.
Assuming Union can even muster that many men as of now. They got all their flags and stuff. A couple guys from Union spawn are just shooting up.
There's plenty of people dying. They could definitely muster that much. They just got to tell them to spawn back at infantry deployment when they die.
Yeah, that's true. But it looks like they aren't doing that. 9.5.
Oh.
Because you can catch all those people in the back and they wouldn't have a clue what's going on.
yeah. And see, right now this is kind of almost mirroring what the CSA does towards, last stand or breaking and taking losses, stacking up on the fence line here, trying to defend point, Union firing down top of the hill. It's basically flip-flopped right now, the yin-yang situation.
Yeah, did you know Bloody Lane was actually a CSA attacking map? Times have
My
changed.
God. I know, right? Jesus.
That'd be cool if you had an admin setting to switch the sides, so like Union defends on this map, or just.
That would be pretty cool.
It'd be especially be nice for historical events, especially when the Euros do that.
Mhm.
It'd be very nice.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah, Longstreet just didn't push his cannons around to the opposite side of the field to to attack from.
So 9th Corps is starting to shift down the road. IVB following. It looks like they might be trying to kill the CSA in detail, which not a bad idea. Union's down on tickets. Try to even this out.
Look at the top of the hill, Eagle.
Yep, they're collapsing. I don't blame them. So this is going to be a mass charge throughout the whole map.
And the flags are coming out from underneath the tree with JD right now. Catching HL and the side. Best bet, don't fly over the top of 1st Delaware at the current moment. Some not very friendly stuff.
A and V's hitting behind the CSA that have just moved down on the point. Union in a close fight still on the other side. It looks like CSA is probably going to win this. Union go down to taking losses, but Union's about to hit the CSA down to taking losses. So this has worked great in the Union favor so far. The question is, will the Confederates recap?
If I was a CSA right now, I would come back, wipe A and V off of this position here, move to the top of the hill, and control this top snake rail fence to the best of their ability. Kill them, cause Sevi to have to hide behind the barn in the rear the best he can. And then when it got down there, 2 minutes left on the timer, wherever you were at, go recap and then reset your positions, make them come back out to you, keep farming their tickets off of them.
If A and V can get the rest of their team's flags up, this could be really good for them, but I don't know where the other flags are.
They are in a far lay land.
They're in the road, sunken road, all the way towards the southeast side. There's one Union flag down there, and then there's another Union flag that's down. The Irish flag is down up top of the plowed field, and Union guys just ran right past it and don't know what they're doing over here. But IVB guys running right past their colors. Shame on them. Blah blah.
This is honestly closer than I see this map normally.
What were you
Yes,
saying,
this is
Sid?
very close.
It is indeed. CSA looking to recap. That's fascinating. Maybe CSA wants the Union to cap again and then try to push the last stand, or they're maybe going to turtle. We haven't seen a turtle in a while. But
don't remind Sevi ever, please.
I don't know how well turtling actually works with the new overtime update. I haven't actually tried it, but looks like Sussy's going to push IVB. They're going to push Sevi on this corner.
Yeah.
I guess they're just trying to burn off as many tickets as they can, but they're dangerously close to recapping, and causing those attacker tickets to turn into defending tickets very quickly.
Yeah, I get what they're doing because what the Union's doing is, oh, CSA's forced to cap the points, so we'll just come take this corner, and Sussy doesn't want that to happen, right? Because once Union gets a firm hold here, it's going to be very hard for CSA to thwart them out. And they're ahead on tickets, so there's some ticket loss. Yeah, Knight?
Yeah, the Union coming down the field like that, catching Sussy out by themselves, the rest of their team over here trying to fight A and B still on this side. You got 69th and the 5th Lord over here fighting on the left-hand side. The Union team's pushing down on this right side with loads after Sussy was already had their shots off. Sergeant Kirby is floating through the air. Oh. There's that.
Yeah, he just...
He just teleported.
That actually happened in the Civil War, if you didn't know.
I was wondering why, some batteries were called, flying artillery and stuff like that. I just, I just thought, they were good at shooting. I didn't know that, they just kind of floated through the air.
So, Confederates hold this position. It looked close for a while. ANV knows distracting a decent amount of CSA over there, but Union's almost at breaking. Not really the end of the world for the Union. Breaking isn't terribly significant for the Union. But breaking is significant for CSA, and it might force them to change their strategy. Because if you don't know, if Union caps when CSA is at breaking, which is the next morale stage, they win the game automatically. And it looks like IVB is just going to go straight in, thinking they have a chance at this corner when they don't.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
No faith in Savvy today.
It's like a 3-to-1 man difference right now.
Maybe they're just like that.
Balance is kind of fixing itself.
Oh, yeah, it has. And with that being said, Union hit breaking. Huh, that's interesting. If you hold tab and have the scoreboard up where all the players are, if a morale stage changes, the text doesn't change right away. I never knew that.
The server's CPU isn't just fast enough. Must run on Intel, not AMD.
AMD Supreme for real.
Swear to God, man. Team Red all the way.
Union forming up on this far left side again. ANV knows still alive, so this could work very well in the Union's favor.
And CSA left them unchecked. They're going to be they're going to be in position to be able to go ahead and pre-cap.
Yeah, exactly.
Let Sevi and 9th Corps go ahead and just start pounding down them tickets. Just me grind it.
If the Union can push CSA down to breaking and ANV can cap here, that would be a huge play on their part. Would be a shame.
A swag play.
Indeed. It'd be a shame if Union lost their pick for tonight, because I know the next map is CSA biased by a lot. So, but of course, that's why you play the match, right?
Yes, sir.
Beat the bias.
Indeed. Like the BLN Wednesday finals, JD and 12th VA, that's not the finals I had predicted, but they're there.
God, I can't wait for a map creator. In 3 years' time.
We have our newest map in War of Rights. It's a flat map. Completely flat. No cover. Point in the middle. Actually,
only cannons, no infantry.
There's actually a big river in the middle of the map. You can't cross it. You can only shoot artillery across.
And
you just have to move your cannons closer.
And it's a Union defense map, and the point is on the Union side of the river.
I would play that map every night. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
So
somehow the CSA would still figure out a way to somehow win on that damn thing. Enough damn crazy fucking people in here.
The admins are like sussy, and they just go into server settings and hit CSA win, move to next round. So HL is going to the far right. The rest of the Union is now shifting that way, kind of slow. Some Union still on the far left, but they're going up to oh my goodness, assist and reinforce ANV nose. So
reinsist. I'm gonna bully you for that one.
Go right ahead. So it looks like the Union plans is they're gonna try to knock CSA to breaking right now, and then use their manpower to win the point. You can see CSA are sprinting from the right because they are just realizing what's happening.
They know, and here comes Sevi. Yep, IVB going to meet him right in the center right here, and Sevi goes down immediately.
most of the
Does
CSA
Chevy not know that you
back.
lead from the back, man?
Right.
IVB wiping, though, the 5-9 NY, 69th North Carolina, but here comes the rest of Sussy. Point is going in favor of Union. CSA breaking. Can the
Ninth
CSA
Corps
hold
coming
this?
down to the rear. Out of the open field.
Oh,
Ninth
yeah,
Corps
they
coming
are.
down.
Points going back in favor of CSA.
Yeah, that artillery shot was damn close. Very close, very close. But Sussy seen it, snuffed it out. Zap must have heard him. He heard the cheeks a clapping coming down the hill. Zap turned around. He's seen it. Oh, Commissar, come on. Are you going to be able to get out of there with that flag?
5th NC JD. First Delaware charging the Union on this right, and it looks like they're winning as of now. And
It's,
yeah, Union are gonna lose this.
Even though they lose that, I still like how close they got there. I mean, this is the closest I've seen this map ever, I think.
yeah, very balanced on
Killer.
playstyle.
Killer is lighting up the CSA with his pistol. Has no more shots. Can he get away?
You can't kill me. You can't kill me. You can't kill me. You can't kill me.
He's
Is he gonna
trolling
make it
them.
out?
I think he is.
He's trolling them. You can't kill me, can't kill me, can't kill me.
Couple sussy guys want him still. And they pull back. Killer's gonna survive to fight another day. A and V does know. That's why it's Northern Virginia Network here on Battle Line.
Sevy getting ready to move with IVB already.
Yeah, I don't blame them. They're quickly getting ready here. CSA very spread out. They're holding the point, and that's going to allow Union to get a decent shot at trying to take this corner.
Artillery just short of hitting top of that hill right into that line coming across.
Sevi learning from the mistakes, going a little behind his men so he doesn't die right
Still not
away.
learning that much. I think he needs a little bit more learning.
Yeah, that buff rain is big. CSA slowly trickling over. This is going to be great for the Union.
If IBB can get some support, I think they may be able to just funnel kill him right there. And here comes Ninth Corps coming in. Ninth Corps and IVB fighting and playing together a lot. Those guys together out in the field are freaking force to be reckoned with. Ninth Corps and IVB together.
Cannon fire there is risky.
That's what it is. RGD, Right Grand Division. That's what it is. Something like that. Where's the rest of the Union?
Trickling.
Not there.
Trickling in. Sevi, that's one thing I can say is Sevi's so fast on getting back together and everything like that. He's got to understand some of these other units take just a little bit longer to get together, and in turn that just costed them a lot of tickets and the Confederates to be able to just wipe them all out in detail right there.
Well, he
Honest,
died first, so he's got to
don't-
realize that other people haven't spawned yet.
Yep.
I mean, in that case, I don't know how long Union was forming up on the top of the hill. I mean, there's a lot of Union spread out here, but I get what the IVB... I mean, look at that. IVB's already out and spawn again. They're so fast. It's great. I mean, if everyone on the Union did it, it'd be a thing of beauty, but it could be hard.
Yeah. Yeah, but some people's got to understand, you know, and that's one thing that, you know, I've always, you know, I might take a little bit longer in spawn, but some people's got to understand, you know, latency, computers don't run as fast as other people's, you know. Sevi might be, you know, $10,000 supercomputer out here, you know, and, you know, one of his guys may, you know, just barely be playing on a toaster that's barely able to, you know, launch the game, and, you know, some of these guys out there like that, and, you know, they're already running and getting ready to go, and some of these guys are still barely just spawning in, and you know that, and server latency and lag. Because look, as Ninth Corps and HL's barely just coming out of spawn, and they're saying we don't even have loads.
I don't know if... Sevi plays on a not great laptop.
Ooh, that was a decent artillery
It
shot.
was.
Wasn't too bad. Looks like killed about 2 or 3, knocked down more than what it hurt.
Yeah, and that kind of split up the Union push. I will say, though, I like what the IVB does with the aggression, at least how quick they
Oh
move.
yeah, it's a beautiful thing, you know. You know, I've seen a lot of units do it, and I've seen a lot of units, you know, be real slow. You know, speaking from, you know, 4 or 5 years in the community here, you know, I've done the super fast, trying to get the boys out, get loads once you get up there. You know, just get them bayonets and run. But now you know.
This is gonna be close.
It's gonna be a tight fight now.
What is
Yeah, if they could just kill as many as possible here in this next couple, like a minute maybe. Yeah, a minute to kill as many as possible and get back to that point.
Indeed. What
This
is
is where
A&V
Sevi
doing?
will be useful.
A&V has been sitting back shooting. They need to get up here.
Killer's up here. Killer's running up here. I see a bunch of HL up here just now coming out of spawn. And this right here is going to be kind of a deciding factor. Is they're going to be running into a much larger force by themselves as IVB and 9th Corps just basically ran against the whetstone right there and kind of peeled out on their own feet. But IVB's already moving fast again out of spawn with 9th Corps.
Yeah, at this point, it's Bayos and get out of that spawn, get to that point, try to kill all of them. I don't even know if you can get Bayos.
Union
I wouldn't
is
even bail right
overtaking
now.
us.
I would just bats and go.
Union's
Yeah, get out of there.
overtaking us.
They gotta die, and there's a lot of them still coming from spawn. Surprising.
Yeah, they just got stacked bodies on spawn. Get that overtime triggered. Here, you know. As it looks right now, CSA still outnumbers them by a fairly good chunk, but there's a lot of Union pouring out of spawn coming across the top fence line right now.
Yeah, I'm with that group. I can see they're all just running in. None of them have their Bayos. This could be bloody for them if they get up there, and none of them are gonna be ready.
Yeah,
if they can get up in time.
Yeah, if I was CSA right now, and they had this group off the snake line fence right there, I'd push up to where this group is coming over right here, and I'd fight them in the open field. Make them take longer to get down to point. Kind of push off a point.
So Union reinforcements getting in now. IVB their spawns. They're just trying to get bodies on point because they just need more bodies on point when that clock hits 0, and they'll trigger an overtime and win the game as they have infinite tickets on the CSA don't. And there we go. Look at the point. Oh, it's
Well, no, it's decaying a little bit. We're close.
CSA hopping upward over, trying to get in. It's very
This
close.
group right here on the left, 69th needs to move over, and I think that's
That's
it. CSA
wow.
got
Wow.
it. Change.
Wow. Shade, your thoughts for the round?
Honestly, impressive game by the Union. I've never seen a game that close on this map. Just tried to outmaneuver them, and it worked out pretty well.
Knight, your thoughts for the round?
Very beautiful job. Both sides, honestly. CSA put up an amazing defense. Worked hard. Looked like they worked well together. Union just need to tighten up them charges.
Indeed. A great first fight here for tonight. We'll be heading over to the glorious game mode of Conquest now. Huzzah!
No.
So,
Yeah, I'll even
Conquest.
on that.
Contention is better.
yeah, contention
You heard
is
it here.
Conquest is a contention wannabe. Anyways, with that being said, we'll see you in the second round. And here we are live in the second round here for stream. What will we see? Amazing things. So historically, what we've seen is obviously CSA has a closer spawn to A. That's plentiful obvious right now, and they are about to cap that. JD is Union. You can see them moving over to B. IVB was out in front. And now the main middle point is the C point on this map, which is very interesting that it's not B. I wish it was, but regardless of that fact, CSA is closer to it. And if you don't know how Conquest works, tickets when people die is exactly the same. However, if you control a majority of the points, you start dealing an automatic ticket loss to your opponent team. So if you have one more flag up than they do, you deal 1 flag worth. If you have 2, you deal 2 flags worth. If you have all 3, the enemy has to retake one of them within 3 minutes or else the game is over. So that is the situation we're in. And as you can see, the Union is not even close to C. And so, once again, we can see how biased this game mode is. But that is just my opinion.
Every game mode's biased to its
I
own
agree
person.
wholeheartedly. Conquest is very biased.
It's, I guess, sorry, CSA bias. Let me rephrase. I think a lot of maps are CSA bias in Conquest. But,
Yeah, but this time I'm on the other team. They're not ready.
Yeah,
of course.
What map is it? It's a Harper's Ferry Conquest map. It's the river crossing one, where the points are up on Maryland Heights, And the
Oh.
Union literally spawned down on River Crossing. You have to run all the way around and up top. And all 3 points, well, 2 of the points can be captured by the CSA before you even get like halfway out of spawn.
Yeah, the 1 point on the pontoon bridge, and then there just being a barrier on the other end of it is stupid. So,
Yeah.
if Conquest were to work, they would you would have 2 points, with one of those points being closer to your side, and then the middle point being exactly the same distance from each spawn. But no, I think that's why contention's better in a lot of ways. It's just the RNG sucks for contention. I wish it was more linear, like a Hell Let Loose type warfare game mode. However, we don't see that. So, IVB's moving out on the right. A&V knows and HL on the left side. Looks like they're going to try to go for C, but as we can see, CSA have control of A and C. Union have B.
Okay, now they just got to take A.
The
Wait.
CSA is already stacking up around the rear of C and into the creek.
Indeed.
Sorry, my wife let me know she's taking one of the kiddos back to the house.
You're good.
Decent volley coming in. Killed a couple guys down here in the creek.
Indeed.
The
Who
crick.
is that? The crack?
Yeah, in the creek. It's first Maryland and 5th Florida with Zap down there in the creek. That was IBB.
That's gonna bother me. A and V, A knows and HL trying to move down the CSA right, but I'm intrigued to see where the CSA at A are gonna move, if they're gonna try to hit the Union or if they're gonna try to go for B and take that point.
Not sure. They're moving down. Looks like they may be leaving somebody back to watch a smaller unit, but as it looks right now, it looks like they're all kind of shifting out of the wood line to the east. Gonna catch this Union down there in that bottom.
5th
Looks like
NC.
IBB's.
Oh,
Yeah.
great shots
Yeah.
for 5th NC. But IVB's gonna wipe them. They outnumber them by a lot. It's not even. So, Union winning that. Where's the rest of the CSA gonna? CSA could just try to win this game right now. That'd be kind of funny.
They could. These guys coming out of the wood lines could just beeline it straight to B and catch them in a defensive rep there and just stack up.
Yeah, look at the ticket differential already in this game. And we played Wheatfields on Friday. I led that match. That was fun. I might upload the footage. I don't know. We'll see.
Do it. No balls.
Okay, I guess I have to then. But this same exact scenario played out, except Union did a little better. But where Union are trying to encircle the C point, but the CSA are swarming in on the flank of IVB and 9th Corps, and they're going to be able to wipe this.
Beautiful. Just defeat in detail. Right
Yep.
there, just completely wipe them off. Gonna burn them almost all the way down to engage with this too.
Alright, fuck this. I just spawned in. Can't even get a goddamn load.
Beautiful.
Poor Mikey.
You cannot get a load.
Poor Mikey. We love Mikey.
Oh my god, don't hurt us. We're peaceful. We're peaceful protesters.
Beautiful. So yeah, A and V and H are the only ones left, and Sussy is going to B right now. With JD out in front, they're going to hit 9th Corps, and they outnumber 9th Corps. JD fighting in their ticket against 12th VA and BLN Championship. Check that out on Wednesday. I don't know if I'm going to live stream that or not. That's a TBD thing. We will see. You have Mylan here with the sponge, and wow.
That's some pack watch music right there.
Championship rounds pay-per-view. You got $5.
David, imagine if YouTube gave you an option, or Twitch for that matter. There was an option you had to pay money to get access to it.
Right, like a special event or whatever.
Yeah. You have some IVB guys making sure this point stays capped. They're playing some music, enjoying themselves. Little do they, well, but they probably know through Discord calls that their team is just getting curb stomped.
dogged on, as some might say.
And something that's really taken me by surprise. JD when they split out from the group that they were and they reformed as Jackson's division. When they first formed up, I didn't know like how well that they were going to, kind of, I guess, adhere with each other and how well it was going to kind of turn out for them. But those guys have really kind of impressed me a lot. In the way that they are and reacting the way they have and everything like that, and growing the way they have. Remix and the rest of the guys in there, Yoni and all them, have really done a fantastic job of getting JD in a position where they're at now, especially getting ready to fight for the championship in BLN.
Indeed. It is. It's very exciting. New blood in the championship. No more of this Alabama, Georgia crap in the championship every year. And so it looks like A&V and HL got wiped at some point when we were following JD and the 59NY singing Country Roads. So Union reforming, but I mean, I don't know how much hope Union has here, because once again, the CSA bias game mode. And there we go, Union hit engaged. I really don't know what Union could do. I mean the balancing.
Be better.
That's an amazing observation, Shade.
I mean, I'm trying my hardest to carry this team out here, and it's just not working.
You should give him a pep talk.
I don't think that would end well.
You don't think? You think it'd be too powerful of a speech that they just quake and stop moving in shock?
Oh, there's thousands of viewers going to watch this, and they need to do better.
Who's the last Union group? It's just A&V knows out here. Maybe they don't know the peril they're in. Killer probably does know, though.
I think
Ninth Corps getting ready to move out from B Point under Captain Blewett.
Huzzah.
Blue?
IVB is at the Burnsides Bridge.
You're right, Killer did not know.
Killer tried, but there was no
Oh
way.
no, they're charging 2 flags right into a bulk of CSA, and they're gonna get wiped. Wow. And that's it for 2 Union flags.
Come on, Soy. Can you get out? You're going to run right into another CSA group down here, 5th Florida and Zap. Oh.
Rip to that man. IVB is the next group up here.
Guns in my eyes, I can't see.
Jeez.
Yo, he's got the gabagoo on the right side.
So IVB going forward now, however, they're horrifically outnumbered. You do have some Union. It looks like they're making their way around, maybe going for the A point.
All right, I gave the A&V a pep talk. I literally just said, if we win this, then we win. So let's see what happens.
Beautiful. That's the spirit we need. So it looks like some CSA groups are moving closer and closer to that B point, trying to get there. IVB's engaging with 1st Maryland and 5th Florida. And the IVB's charging.
That's 5th Flow Rider. They're going to get into a melee.
Oh my goodness.
Look at Zapstar, man. Inspirational.
And CSA are going to win that in the end. Yeah, and I mean, even if they lost, there's more reinforcements flowing in. Point at B is being contested now. Union's down about a whole morale stage. A&V knows and Hampton's Legion looks like they're holding off the 59NY and JD.
Zapstar is such an inspiration to his men.
He is.
He's just so charismatic, man. Just get your blood pumping, I swear.
Maybe that's what Shade needs to give even a better speech.
Yeah, just sound like Zapstar.
Just absorb
and then,
Zapstar's voice.
yeah, then you'll automatically drop CSA morale in a half.
Exactly.
Yeah, I should get Zapstar to pre-record me a speech that I can play whenever I need. Or
Just go-
I could play the Nick A30 intro to his streams. I don't know if y'all know what that is, but it's
I do
pretty
not.
inspirational.
No.
What you do is you go to the post game interviews that we have with Zap, just crop all his sound bites and then put it into an AI voice generator, and then get him to say retreat.
Nobody.
He says he'll never say First Maryland retreat, and we can make that happen.
Yes, we can.
No, I don't think I'm that good to do that, but if you want to show me how, I'll definitely go ahead and do that.
There's a website. It's called 11 Labs. You see all those videos. I mean, I even posted one on this channel.
Yeah, I've
like
seen
Trump
them all.
Biden. It's 11 Labs. You just upload MP3 of a person talking, like 5-ish minutes of them talking, and then you can just type out whatever, and it'll try its best to make a voice, and it's pretty dang good most of the time. It's like,
Heck yeah.
I will be using this on everybody now and make it everybody else's problem. Thank you for the information.
you're welcome. It wasn't. I think it was like $1 for my first month, something like that, because I got a deal or something on there. It's like $5 a month for what I got. I don't know. That was a while ago.
It's like Doug's getting ready to kind of maybe move on to B point.
What is A and V saying? What is Killer
He
saying?
doesn't like titties. Bill told me in private once that he.
Killer's spreading
we're not-
misinformation.
I was like, what about like dude ass? He was like, yeah.
W killer moment.
No, that was misinformation. No, actually, that's disinformation.
Hey, Jade.
Disinformation.
Yeah. Disinformation is when you know you're telling a lie and spreading it. Misinformation is you don't know you're telling a lie. CSA moving in to stop the A and V nose. As Bus would say, how big is the A and V nose? But we'll see tonight. 8th Virginia running right in. Nice team kill there. But A and V nose is going to get wiped.
Man, Andy, just being erased.
Unfortunately, my pep talk didn't work.
Oh, you got to give it
Maybe.
time to cook. It's still cooking, right, Shade?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good time. It's good. You got to simmer. Make sure that you add in the right spices, man.
Exactly.
Now, A and B, like
Maybe it'll
a piece of
affect
gum
Seth.
on the shoe just got erased. Like Sussy just hit him like goo gun and just wiped that right off.
So much calm.
Who's playing that song? That's a good song. IVB moving out. Soviet Union had taken losses. Looks like 9th Corps got wiped. CSA pushing towards the corn area here by their artillery. That is JD.
HL and some 9th Corps still holding here in B. A couple of them are moving out towards the barn. I don't know why they're extending out the way they are. They're going to leave that B point completely open. A CSA group could come through the snake fence plowed field and backside of Burnside's right there and go right up there to B point. But it looks like everybody's consolidating down right here to hit Sevi and IVB right here on the right side of the bridge. If you're looking towards Burnside's.
Yeah, who knew we were playing skirmish in the end? Sussy now charging out. I don't get why they just didn't. I hate when groups run up, shoot, and then they all charge in. Like, just charge in with your shots. My thought.
Why, bro? The shots do more damage, and then you run in there and you kill them all.
No, but
it's a boogaloo is what it's called.
a boogaloo.
Yeah. It's something that we used to do in Kelly's brigade. It's boogaloo. We would charge forward, and the front guys would basically kind of like bait their shots. Well, as they would do that, the guys in the rear would fire through the guys in front of them, and then they would just finish the mass charge into them. And it was a boogaloo because what it would do is those guys in the front, if they survived the hits, they would immediately start stabbing, and the guys in the rear would fire through and then charge into them as well. It's basically like a delayed charge. We just call them boogaloos.
Fair enough.
HL is about to get hit by Sussy coming up the hill. I think they see him too. Yeah, they see
I
him.
think HL can win this.
HL's got this.
Yeah.
They do.
There.
What is that? 7 people? 8?
It's Heaven's Legion against the Sussy Light.
That ain't sussy light. That's sussy heavy right now.
Sussy
Hey man,
heavy.
this is this is Sussy double XL.
And HL is falling back.
It only took one guy to charge in for them to retreat.
Good
and he
team
died.
kill. Good.
There's CSA, 3 CSA on point for B. Huncho, McPhail, and Springer. And they just
kill the
killed the
flag,
Union
yeah.
flag.
And McPhail's gonna down this flag.
Let's go, Les. You go.
Pull it back, pull it back.
I remember
Wow.
Springer used to, him and Second Lieutenant Johnny Rev, they used to be part of my old 7th Tennessee Regiment. Them boys, they left and went to the 5th North Carolina, and looks like Praetorian. Yeah, Praetorian just, well, he's making short work of these 5th NC boys.
Wow. 3 good shots.
3 good shots. Get that man a medal.
There's a lot to that. And they're raising the flag back up, but it looks like Union is mass going for A right now. They're all going out of their spawn. I don't know if it's gonna matter. We're almost. It's a 1.5 morale stage difference right now.
Pratley'd be rolling in his grave right now if he's seen
Okay,
what
guys, we got this.
Captain Blue's doing right now, holding 9th Corps inside of a building, not being aggressive.
He was fast as shit, bro.
Shade, give a speech. Give a speech.
Roll fuck, roll fuck, roll fuck.
Hey, somebody else give a speech. Don't die, people. Let's go.
Shade's speech finally going into effect here,
Fuck your gun.
These are our guns now.
wiping the artillery.
This cannon is mine. There are many like it, but this one is mine.
And 59NY, First Delaware JD are gonna hit the A&V nose.
There's Delaware coming out with them.
I guess I should say haunts. Bus might appreciate that. IVB pouring in here as well. And Confederates finally going down a stage to engage. More CSA pouring in on the CSA guns. And it's looking like CSA will prevail. Yes, they will. Union's about to hit breaking. And looking back at the B point, Confederates are on the point right now. They're engaging 9th Corps guys. That point's going down. It's HL 9th Corps guys here against 8th VI, 5th NC. And you're going to hit breaking and lose the B point. Confederates trying to raise a flag, but they're getting shot. They're actually getting charged right now by HL.
9th Corps got to push onto that point.
Yeah,
Or hit
they
the
do.
stone wall and help protect it. Standing back, doing what they're doing is not really gonna. There they go. They're starting to move forward now. But
The
down
units
2
from
morale
US
stages. Just
Yeah, so 9th Corps comes in and stops it for the moment. The rest of these CSA guys are actually falling back. I don't know why they are. They've won. Actually, some Union are at A right now, like 3 or 4.
Well, there's all the Union reinforcements leaving Bats and Go right now for some reason out of their spawn.
well,
At
they
least a
know
lot
that
of
they were in jeopardy of losing the game. They just needed to get bodies up there to point.
They weren't heading to that point. They're heading to A.
Great.
They're heading to A.
Good job, Novan.
So I don't know. Bats and Go out of spawn to go to A point is confusing to me, but
Put the
Let's see how it goes.
Shooting all the way down to Antietam Creek.
Union get B.
Way
So-
down to Antietam Creek.
Dang it, Knight.
Well, hey, man, you know we're in southern states. You know you gotta call them a crick.
In the in us northern states, there's a major town and they'll say that like that. And I'm like, okay, that's no. Do my own family. We'll call it that. That's a shame.
Oh man. Well, hey, you know down here in between C and A point, you know this low valley here, you know. I just call it, you know, like a low valley or whatever, or or bluff or whatever. No, they call them, you know, hollers.
What?
Yeah, one of my buddies, he lives in Indiana, and down here we're kind of where the low spot where the plowed field is in between A and C, and it goes down in a low spot past the creek and stuff. Down in there, he would call that actually a holler.
A holler.
Yeah,
Huh.
Yeah, yeah, like straight up just HOLLER. Yeah, a holler. And I was just like, no, it's a valley. No, it's a holler. What? It's a valley. Chance out here showing his pistolman.
Yeah, Mac also.
And
Mac code Sevi.
yeah,
Wow.
I love it. Chance actually emptied his pistol out, I do believe.
He
Got
did
close.
indeed. Union's so close to last stand. Wow.
Okay, it's still a possible win.
You think, Shade?
Yeah.
Shade, describe
ahead.
how you think you're gonna win.
So all they gotta do is kill more than they get killed.
By how much?
A lot.
A lot?
That,
You heard
A
it
lot.
here.
But hey, it's possible. It ain't over yet.
It ain't
I
over
gave
till
Sevi
it's
a pep talk by saying don't choke, and then he instantly died afterwards. But what can you do?
man, it's the Union's got to do a 5-to-1 ratio at the current moment, and they also have to decap one of the positions. As if not, man, this bread's already baked.
Jeez. Chance is great with a pistol.
He is, but that's 5 tickets. So the 3 people he just killed does not matter.
He killed 3 people out of line in skirmishing and
No,
stuff.
they weren't out of line. They weren't.
What?
Online.
No,
The
no.
line was just extended.
Yeah.
The line. They just extended the.
They were in a line formation, but like they're a little bit
Okay.
spread out.
Okay.
It's just
okay,
open order.
guys.
It's
Okay.
skirmish formation.
That's a big open order. JD engaging with the IBBA and no guys that are still alive. 5-9NY and Haunts to the left of JD. And the rest of CSA are making their way down to the C point. And Union's got a group at B. It looks like they're going to go out to C.
This is something that I do agree when y'all had y'all's debate about. They do need to slow the bleed rate for Conquest. They need to. Because it is tremendously quick, especially if you've got 2 points captured. Because when they capture 2 points, yeah, the Union got a couple, regiments got wiped, but they dropped almost a whole morale state and a half in what, 8 minutes, 10 minutes?
Yeah.
The bleed rate is ridiculously fast on Conquest. They need to slow it down just a tad, Maybe make it count for, skirmishing or whatever, but I think it's what they count for out of lines or whatever. The bleed rate's like 5 or something like that. I know that it's very high, and it's just, it doesn't give some of these teams, like on this map right here, a chance to really, counterattack what's just happened to them, but Killer knows.
Or real.
Oh, wow. Always off from JD getting a kill, and Union go to last stand. Yeah, I think
Kill.
the problem with Conquest, right, is because that ticket bleed is so much as you describe, teams, instead of trying to do, like, secret strategies to, like, maneuver around your enemy, they're just forced on gunning it and trying to get the point down. So it becomes just a run around, lower flag, run around, lower flag. Unless, of course, you're the team with the 2 flags, in which case you just...
Yeah, you just
Yes.
build the defensive posture in one spot, and that's it. But like this group that ran down here to C that's trying to decap, like look how quick this just swarm of CSA was able to get from A point all the way over here, and HL just being completely destroyed. And Alex, man, he's holding in tow. Oh, he died, but
Yeah. So all the Union respawns are over at their main right now. Hopefully they don't drag this out. Would be cringe. Oh,
Sevi's turtling in a house.
they're turtling on Conquest?
Everybody's getting in the house. It's Sevi's Love Shack. It's the Irish Volunteers Love Shack right now.
The headquarters.
Yeah, it's headquarters. Everybody's there. Everybody's bringing their complaints to Sevi right now, asking why did we play Conquest again?
It's the CSA pick, believe me. They argued to not make it happen, but CSA pick. So if you want to blame someone, blame the CSA teams, more particularly Sussibaka. But 5-9-NY And 69th JD guys wiping 9th Corps in there, starting to already go for the B point. Do they? I think they win automatically if they cap it. Do a 3 cap on last stand.
I think so. I do believe.
Yeah.
They got Port Chernobyl just standing out here, going to be a casualty of war here in a moment, as that flags can't get inside the houses. But man's standing strong with shots going over his head. He's looking down at the ground like, man, I wish I was old enough to get into the Love Shack. Just man's looks like he's seen some shit.
Great advice coming out from A&V here, telling people to F9.
Are they in the house or?
I got team killed in spawn by Hampton's Legion guy.
Ain't no
It's
way.
uncalled for.
You have any professional comments to make about that, Shade?
It was impolite. I definitely didn't stab him first and told him to wait. We're not going to say anything there.
Oh, okay. I see. The truth will come out.
It won't.
It won't.
And arguing between IVB and A&V is pretty amusing to look at.
Like I was saying though, before we started everything, you should do something on Sundays, and instead of BLN Sundays, just make it SNL.
SNL.
Yeah, Sunday Night
Sunday
Live.
Night Live.
Yeah.
I wouldn't oppose doing a weekend event. It's just I am with college and all that crap. I do not have the time to consistently be up here on a Sunday. So BLN Wednesday Season 3 will be fascinating. We'll make sure it works. So
Yeah, for everybody that watches this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and definitely make sure that you watch these videos. Eagle works hard for this crap, y'all. He man's going to college and everything, and he still tries to bring y'all good content. Show the man some love.
I appreciate
And don't forget, type your credit card number, the name, and the 3 numbers on the back.
That would explicitly help.
In the
Fundraise.
comments.
Donate your credit card to get a nice PC on Battle. Oh, it doesn't end right away? That's kind of dumb.
That's weird. It used to. I thought it did.
Yeah. You got him, Red. But they're going to raid the house FBI style. And I think this will do it for this round. Shade, your thoughts?
You know, I tried my best to carry, and my team didn't support me. So, thank you, Union, for trying, I guess.
I agree. Shade here's the best man in the game. He even tried to apply to BLN Wednesday on his own, although an independent review shot him down. Knight, your thoughts for the round?
Like any other conquest mode, or any other conquest map, CSA just honestly, believe it or not, I personally think the CSA actually outplayed the Union. A little bit of kind of out of place movements, everything like that. The Union did do a good job of trying to do what they can with the spawns that they have, but CSA was just able to move quicker, and they moved a lot more cohesively.
Indeed, interesting end screen. I love seeing the fight over this blank map. With that being said, we'll see you in the post-game interview. Here we are with the post-game interview for the NA Sunday night fights. Today we have leaders and representatives from our CSA side. Tonight, Union got a little beat up tonight, so maybe that's why they're not here. But regardless of that fact, we're glad to have these 4 leaders here to talk about strategy and more. Let's go through and introduce everyone. First, we have Huncho.
Hello, it's your boy Honcho back at it again here. 5th and C, First Lieutenant Promotable.
Got Dressel.
Hey guys, Captain Dressel here, 8th Virginia Infantry. Happy to be here.
We got Red.
59ny.org. Right on.
And last but not least, we got Zapstar.
Captain Zapstar representing both Florida and Maryland tonight. First, Maryland. 5th, Florida.
Huzzah to that. So let's get into our first round here. Bloody Lane, you guys were defending. What was your strategy going into the round, and how did you react to the ever-changing battlefield?
I guess I can lay out the Reb strategy. We all mutually agreed that right side was crucial to winning the map. Doesn't happen very often for the Rebs. We wanted the challenge, so we agreed to hold that right side. The plan was for Sussy as a whole to hold in the road and on that right, and then on the left side of the road, on that straight rail slash snake rail fence, like kind of where they meet, JD would sit there ready to defend the road slash go up and over if need be, and like kind of hit the straight rail fence and shoot the other side. And you know, just from a plan perspective, I think it went pretty well for the most part, at least that initial thing. And post that plan, we just came up with it on the fly in regards to reacting to what was going on in the field. That was our only real plan going in, was hold that right, get in the road, nobody in the corn, and keep our flags back. And I think it went well. Yeah.
Anyone else anything to add from their view?
Yeah, I mean, I speak for everyone here saying that, like, it was really tight each push, but the discipline of the team and Sus Brigade as a whole really made the difference. Holding those volleys until the very last second, taking very accurate shots, and then bracing and countercharging.
Big call out to JD tonight. They operated outstandingly within the plan that we both agreed to. Those lads, especially the artillery, in my opinion, they were a godsend. Angels on our shoulders, just fucking leveling the bastards into a fine red mist. It was beautiful.
Agreed. JD did really well tonight.
Also like to shout out 69. 69th North Carolina. Wish they could be here. They fought well. Honcho, my man here. Honcho, though, on that right. He made all those calls. This glorious fucking bastard. Him and the fucking 5th NC. Oh, mate, every time they came, we were ready.
That's it, I busted. That's it. There he goes. No, yeah, so I guess we could move on from, obviously, we said we held the right side. Going on from that, like I said, I think we played it last Friday on Bloody Lane. Ironed it the fuck out. And we did that fucking charge up from their side. Pretty much hit them with the swift Uno reverse. And now we have them by the fucking cock and balls as we're shooting them down, rolling volleys. And they thought they could attack our original positions in the beginning. They were fucking sorely mistaken.
Well,
we just
came,
charged them in the
5
rear.
times?
Yeah. Yeah. They were on the cap and charged our right side, pretty much. And we said, fuck that. We'll charge right with you and right at you, and we'll fuck you up. Then we turned around after fucking set people up, and fuck the people that were still left on the point.
Gentlemen,
I probably said some coarse words though in between that charge. Hopefully no one got that. All right.
Oh, I call a lot of people a lot of things in the game. I don't think they take it personally. If they do, I don't think they like me so much.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, can I just say how fucking outstanding it is to see a CSA victory. CSA victory on bloody fucking Lane of all maps. God
That's
fucking damn.
Yeah,
That's
it's
a hat trick for me.
That was a crazy win. We just to add on, our reactions and our communication, I think, is what really made that map winnable. Because we're up on tickets from just playing a solid defense in that right. But as a team, we all agreed kind of in the same headspace of, okay, they took point, let's swing up. So I think all of Sussy swung up and into that corn. But we didn't get too aggressive. We stayed up there for a minute, got our guys ready, and just kind of staying on that tone of don't be aggressive, but don't be too aggressive, and just sticking together with each other and making sure we're all on the same page before we did stuff really helped out, because our internal lines and communication were fucking perfect. And that goes for the entire team, and that really made that map the way it went.
Oh yeah.
Because if I was calling for Maryland to come over to the right, they came. If I said JD go to point, they went. If 5th NC is begging us to countercharge, we went. And that goes for everybody. It was just perfect on our side.
Yeah,
just
I do
excellent coordination.
I do want to point out again and again, especially tonight on the first map and the second map, and we'll get more in detail on the second map later. When we did that push to come in from the Union line of advance, kind of on the fly, my guys held at the high ground on the snake fence and were shooting into the Union spawn, getting some out of line kills. I had 11 guys posted up there, and we held there for about, I want to say 3 to 5 minutes while the rest of the team was pushing onto point and pushing those Yanks out. And it took a company of Union troops to push us off that hill. We fell back down. As soon as we pushed back down and fell back to the road, that's when the Union made the charge on the right. I called that out. Some people had already called out Union flags moving that direction. And my guys were actually getting kind of nervous by that point because we had already taken casualties at the top of the hill, coming back there, calling out, hey, we're holding, but just barely. And as soon as I get done saying that, there's fucking Celsius Brigade pulling up on my left and right, fucking pushing them off.
So,
fucking yeah.
Knight was commentating with me tonight. Hello, Knight. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Major Knight of Knight's Old Guard. Sorry about that, guys. Had to step outside, change the flat tire.
Very good. Did you have any questions for anyone? We just have CSA reps here from round one. Do you have any questions?
Just not really any questions. Just honestly, just you guys did an outstanding job moving back and forth the way y'all did and reacting the way y'all did.
Cool.
Thank you, Knight. Thank you.
So let's go to the second
No,
round
thank
now. It might have been a little more dominating by the CSA side. I don't know. But let's start with that. CSA, what was your strategy on for a stream, and how did you guys react to the ever-changing battlefield?
Wait till it gets to me. I got something funny to say. Zapstar, lead it.
No, let Red do it.
Oh,
No?
Red.
No, you can lead
No.
a Zeps if you want.
No, mate. You knew the plan better
Red.
than I did. I knew my part of the plan. You knew the whole plan.
All right. So the plan for map 2 was pretty straightforward. We're gonna have 5th NC, 1st Maryland, and 8th VI. I think that was everybody, right? I think that was everyone
Yeah.
who was supposed to go to
Towards
the
C.
C point, the kind of like middle point between the two. And then the rest of us were going to go for the A cap zone. And that worked out pretty well. We were able to get kind of half our team stacked up on C, half our team on A. But quickly we realized that they weren't going to go for A, they were going straight for C. And we had a scout looking forward, they didn't see much. And then in the Steam chat, this is where the sussy intuition comes in. We heard that they were dealing with a lot of guys over on C, not their whole team yet. We heard they were getting hit. And then, I looked around, us, Delaware, and 69th guys looked around, JD looked around. We're all like, all right, they're nowhere near us. Let's fucking go for it. And we did. As you probably saw, Eagle, we heard that as soon as they said we need help on the C point, we were already moving down the hill to support them. And, us, JD, and the Delaware and 69th boys, we rolled up the Union flank. And after that, I think it was a pretty dominant round for us. That was, I think, the only moment where it could have gone south. And after that, I mean, you guys can talk more, but from at least our perspective, it went pretty straightforward. We just stonewalled the fuck out of the Union, and I had a great time doing it.
So exactly where Red is outlining that C point moment. I remember I had Maryland and Florida spread out in that creek bed, and we're looking, and I look forward up on top of the hill, and I just see nothing but blue. And then I look to my right, and I see nothing but blue that way as well. And I just start saying, they're all at Charlie. Maryland, we need fucking backup here ASAP. And then Red and his boys and all of those units he just named started booking it towards us. And I'm amazed I was able to get my boys out of that creek bed because we're under constant fire from two directions. And most of our lads made it out. That's a fucking miracle, or just terrible shots in the enemy's part. I'm gonna call it a miracle because I know those lads have actually pretty good shots.
I want to say it was a little bit of a mix of both. I know we all met that Union contact around the same time. My guys were on the far right stone wall at the end of the creek bed, and we met that Union force head on. So by that point, I think it was only 10 of us and like one 5th NC guy that got lost and stuck up with us. So 11 of us total trying to hold them there, and we got wiped to a man. But I think us fighting there distracted them enough to not engage you guys adequately from the flank.
It worked very well. You lads did fantastic work.
All right. My turn. So they got just a glimpse of just the tip on and Conquest. We gave them the whole shaft and balls. And by God, it was a fucking. Like I said, I left the Steam chat. I told everybody my goodbyes. But I was there for Doug. I was his eyes in the fucking, not sky because that's cheating, but I was his eyes. And I was calling out shit beautifully. Hopefully.
Speaking of that, Honcho, if I could interrupt.
Yes, sir.
There's a moment where we advanced, so we're accelerating
On that
a bit
right side
forward.
corner? In
Yes,
front of
the
center?
right
Yes.
side corner near Charlie. Right. So JD, if I remember right, it was JD. They come up and they're like, "Zap, what the fuck are you boys doing up there?" And I sharply reply, I say,
Gotcha.
"We're wiping out a fucking Union group," and we wiped them. We wiped
Yeah.
that Union group, and then we're gradually just going deeper and deeper. And there's a moment where we're completely cut off from the rest of the team. I see Union to my left and my right, and I'm just like, I called out in Steam chat. I said, Maryland is completely surrounded and cut off from the team. We're going to do our best to die and sell our lives well, but I need backup here if there's any available. And then we're getting charged from two directions. And out of nowhere, fucking Honcho appears. And I'm like, Honcho, what the fuck are you doing here? So I'm like stabbing man after man. My pistol's empty. And then I look behind Honcho and I see the rest of 5th NC just streaming in behind the group that just charged us. And they fucking drilled those bastards into the dirt. Oh, yeah. Honcho, when I saw you, it was like seeing an angel coming down and you're just saying, "We're coming, mate, we're coming."
Yeah.
Oh, it was a miracle, a second miracle.
Yeah, I bring the boys.
Oh yeah, Honcho, you were like a fucking angel on my shoulders just appearing. And then all the stress, as soon as I saw it wasn't just you. You weren't just the scout. No, you brought the boys.
Oh, yeah.
I saw that and I'm like, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. And it was. And we wiped them. We wiped both the groups that tried to kill Maryland and Florida there. And then we proceeded to wipe out a third group together. Oh, it was classic.
Yeah, because I think from there, that's when they got pushed up towards the hill.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think right before that, as Zap was saying, 5th Florida and 1st Maryland were cut off there. My guys were with 5th NC on the right, and we had just got done cleaning up some of their most forward elements and a couple of their flags. And so it was that section that was pulling away from us that hit Zap in the rear. And like as Zap said, we were right on their ass. We hit them right when they hit fucking Zap's line. It was crucial you guys were there. It stopped them from getting away.
It was so good, mate. Oh, like it couldn't have been lined up more perfect.
Oh yeah. So I will say that though. So I'll go ahead.
No, you go.
Yeah. So Zapstar, I think y'all charged that right corner out, and y'all had made a flag run away, if I'm not mistaken, towards
yes, we did.
Yeah. So on my impression, I thought y'all were still going because there was like only 3 or 4 people left, but no. All right. Nothing on to you. You probably just didn't know how many got away. But I fucking charged in there thinking like, okay, Maryland and Florida's behind me, and I shot the flag. But hey, I got fucking stabbed down.
It was at that moment that I saw that force grouping up on our right.
Yeah.
And I couldn't charge that force because I could see maybe like 4 or 5 up there. I had probably 16 at that point.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I could charge that. But these lads are about to hit me in the side if I don't start firing shots in their direction. So I couldn't do both at once. I knew we were cut off.
Yeah, I didn't know there was anything on the right because I just seen a fucking flag with 3 people run past me, and I was like, man, I'm just gonna get one of these motherfuckers. I shit you not though. As I killed the flag, another third person spawned in, and I was like, oh.
He must have thought the trees were on our side tonight.
Yeah. But, yeah. Anyways, that is all from me. I believe it's Red's turn.
Just special shout out to Delaware and the 69th guys for sticking with us on that second map for most of it, if not all of it. They put in. We as a big unit there. We held off a huge pushes onto the A site from the cornfield near our Artie. There was a time on that second map where JD's Artie guys were saying, "Holy shit, we're wiped. They have a huge group coming to A," and then we came out the wood line and fucking tore them up, pushed them all the way back to the corn, charged them out. They tried to send a little group to flank us as we were in the corn killing their buddies. We killed those guys too. And then just to shit them a little bit more, we just did it again, like 2 more times. And, it felt really good just stomping them that way with the boys. And just shout out to those guys because every time I was in Steam chat going, hey, I need you right here next to us. Nova would say fucking on the way. And then, they were there. And then if 69th was there too, and it was just perfect. And, just that communication once again, just where if someone needed help, no matter who it was on our team, there were guys that were immediately ready to go and back them up, and that came down to every fight that we won. So just shout out to those guys especially.
Oh yeah, mate. In each other's head, whole night. That's what it
Hell
was.
yeah, hell yeah.
Knight, you have any questions for any of the CSA guys for the second round?
Just one question. Did y'all at least consider to spit on it first?
Fuck no. Like I said, we're fucking raw dogging it. They got the tip on Bloody and the shaft and balls to follow on the Conquest, all right?
All I gotta say is blood is one hell of a lubricant.
I tell
Yeah.
you what, man. I tell you what. Dressel, just one thing for you, man.
What's up?
I used to run 8th Virginia a long time ago with Captain Dimebag, and 8th VA leads the way, brother.
100%. I want to say that I think the only lubrication the Union team got tonight was red saliva on my testicles. That's it.
Man, I fucking
Whoa.
hate you, bro. I fucking hate you, Dressel.
Jesus. Jesus.
No, no, the fighting's back, no.
So
Also,
Sausage
just
Walmart
for,
3.
for future reference, Eagle hates when you call him a crick.
Oh.
it's Creek.
It's a crick.
No.
It is a creek.
It's a crick.
It's a creek.
Oh boy, here we go.
Nope.
It's like, is a hot dog a sandwich?
The only-
Well, no, like I told him earlier, I have a buddy that lives in Indiana, and he calls, valleys a holler.
Little
So,
crick.
yeah, it's a little crick.
the only thing that's a crick is a crick in my neck, all right?
Yeah, it's a creek, mate.
Well, Honto, you probably got a crick in your neck after how many times you went down the Union, but that's a different story.
Oh.
I didn't go down, buddy. I
Anyways,
went down it.
anyone have any more comments before I call off for a night?
Gentlemen, I've only one last thing to say. Saucy in its entirety, and JD, everyone, they're outstanding to the highest of expectations, and you filled them. You wiped them, you slaughtered them from the field. All of you boys, I love you. And I'll see you lads next weekend.
Pretty good.
Thank you.
I think I busted again.
You have another crick in his neck.
There's a crick somewhere else.
Oh,
Yes.
well.
Huncho, get
So-
off
A
of
little
war
to the
rights,
left, huh?
man.
Jeez.
What's up?
Get off of war rights, bro. Event's over, dog. Close the
Oh,
game.
fuck. I was wondering what that background
He's still in the
music
game.
was.
Yeah, bro.
Holy shit.
It's been like
Fucking
45 minutes since the end of the event.
All right, boys.
Yeah.
Let's listen for Eagle.
So with that being said, thank you all for watching. This is the last post-game interview before I go back off to college. So it's been a great summer for me broadcasting. If you want to broadcast on the channel to help out, just message me on Discord. Discord links in the description. On top of that, like, comment, share, subscribe, support the channel. Go to our Patreon where you can get behind-the-scenes videos before everyone else. Help the channel grow. And yeah, we'll see you on BLN Wednesday. The championship might be live streamed. We'll see. But yeah, have a good night, everyone. Thanks for watching.
Godspeed.
Dipshit.
Black
and
Labs
balls.
Network, 599y.org.